Alright, so we're gonna start a game. We're doing Stalwarts, IPGs, and Landsknechts. One of the best base TW strategies. Um, the way they're played is a little different than TW, but attacking wise, it's similar. Okay, so we kind of just have to wait. Did everyone take the culverins? Yeah. On defense of this map, I like to hang out right in here and shoot people with like Pavis or Arquebusiers, anything that does a lot of alpha damage, because they'll come in to break the inner gate with their heroes, and then it'll either break or you open it, and they'll just get blasted. It's kind of a fun way to pick up 1 or 2 kills. They got Pavis in there. You can tell by the arrow animation. Those look like just regular archers. Maybe longbowmen. Yeah, I think the longbowmen, you can see kind of their bow from here. I'll just get some free kills. Why not? Alright. Oh, they just lost their whole Siphonary unit. See, if I would have had my units here, I could have gotten more kills. And I'm gonna die. Yeah. Not much I could do there. I didn't lose any units, so that's good. I just lost, 20 seconds. That's not a big deal. Team is kind of stuck back here, but they were taking a little bit of B. They're gonna collapse. That's gonna leave a void on A, so that's probably where I'm gonna go. I don't want to use IPGs because you want to use IPGs with your team, and I don't want to use Stalwarts either because of the same reason. Like both those units are good for team play, whereas like these Landsknechts can always get a kill or two solo if you just use them properly. So I'm gonna put him here, and then this guy's just got Pavis. Never mind. I do not want to fuck with Pavis without shield units. So maybe this guy with Marauders, maybe I'll help him out. Let's see. No, I'm just gonna go up the wall. And that's what he's gonna do too. Yeah, we're just gonna go to B. That's where our team's going. So these Landsknechts are really good at like killing heroes that decide to step up to the front of the line. And that's what we're gonna do over here. Will be as ours. You're giving it up. Alright, we're just gonna go collapse on A because it looks like they had a lot of people at that supply point. I don't see any heroes, and I don't see really a point. Let me see. I'll just activate that. Yeah. Here we go. And that might be. Yep, there's a kill. If I was in territory war right now, I'd put down, maybe a cannon over here, ballista, something to take out heroes. Right, like, and the cannon is really good at unit AoE damage. Another good thing is like war rockets. War rockets are really good at just massive AoE damage. They decreased the speed of the Stalwarts this season, so they're not as strong because of how slow they are to get into battle. Oh, that's an optimal Haucha. That's not good. Well, I hope my team does something. Please do something. Okay, I don't want to lose these Stalwarts. See, here, it's a better idea for me to keep them braced than to unbrace them, right? Like, they can somewhat fight off the, they can put up a good fight. I only lost a couple. And I'm tanking a lot. So let's see. We can move up here, brace onto the side of these Stalwarts, and then take out some of those. But Wolves of Fenrir, and I have no team, so we're getting pushed out. And that's it. My Stalwarts are dead. So they can get overrun pretty easily. Especially when you don't have like IPGs or stuff watching over them. Like these groups of Pavis, for whatever reason, they brought their Pavis with no shield units in front of them. And you just need to have Stalwarts in front because they buy you time while you do damage. So I'm down 2 units. I typically play a little more cautious in this, but trading, 60 units for 58, that's like a 1-to-1 trade. So it's pretty good. Not to mention the unit kills that I basically assisted my team in getting. Stalwarts really, I don't think they trade too evenly. And Landsknechts, I see that they typically trade pretty evenly. IPGs, I don't think trade too evenly either. They're kind of just an advance that knocks everybody down. I like using this circle formation because the line is way too spread out. I mean, it's good if like cavalry's charging in an open area to have line, but if you're in enclosed spaces, it's better to do this. That way, when they all advance in this little cluster. So, I think we're just gonna go up here. Um, there's no real units here that I can help. Let's see what can happen. I really don't want to go in on this, but seems my team is convinced. Fuck it. So I'm just gonna get a couple kills here. I don't really care. So I'm gonna get my kills and go out. So I still got my whole unit. I just wait for my 30-second cooldown, and then they can come back up. My team is pushing that side, and they got IPGs here. They're moving them. Let's see, can I get a good trap here? Yes, I probably can. Oh, team's using it. Alright, so we got 5-second cooldown, so we're gonna pull this up. Get these archer kills. Now, I know my IPGs can take berserkers. I don't really have a team backing me up. I just have those javelin sergeants. And now I think I'm gonna go in and back advance this. There we go. And that's a good advance right there, right? Because my team's got these berserkers. It was a whole paladin unit, so the leadership makes sense. And now we just wiped them. So now, again, I'm going to save as many as I possibly can and wait for my cooldown. In fact, they're so low, I think. Okay, now let's see if we can help our team. Typically, I don't use rolling escape, but I don't know. They did a nerf to steel tipped arrow, so it's not as good anymore. And I don't know, I'm just trying out, seeing if it's worth it. Okay, let's see. So they got, those are Selim Chids. That was bad. Where the fuck did I just get tossed from by? Alright, so now I just follow these these Stalwarts with the IPGs. And if for whatever reason there's units in front of them, I just walk. But I think I'm gonna walk this way. So I didn't advance that way because the home point's here. So my team could collapse on the home point and take it like they're doing now, and I could stall them on this stairs. Now, like I mentioned earlier, like this is very different than you would play territory war, because in territory war, um, everyone's a little more grouped up, everyone's a little more serious, everyone's using a lot more artillery. Um, so this isn't a good representation of territory war, but situationally, the way that you use units is almost always the same. The only thing different is in territory war is your positioning. Like where on the map you are, because the maps are different. So yeah, that was the game with Stalwarts RPGs and Landsknechts.